Even though we are even talking to them, I say, why do people keep late? Those, the government say they give them 2 hours more. Understand me? So those people that they came late, they came now, because they even tell them that you people came late now. You're supposed to wait for that 2 hours. Some people, when they want to vote, they don't allow them. I say, it's not done well. Understand me? Keep to government what they say. Just like that. But now look at the time now. So now they are not around. So when they came late now, they now argue with people that say, you people came late now, and they want you people, they have to vote. If they don't allow them now, what do you think that is going to happen? If not because of this police and all those things, they will fight.
Up-to-date fashion advice or an in-depth look at the world of fashion? On IBrandTV, brands and fashion is tailored to fulfill all of your fashion needs. From the thrilling trend segment, which keeps you current on the changing faces of fashion, to the brand spotlight, which educates you on the fashion business, there is something for everyone. And there is always the ever-fun glitch portion to keep you wanting more. Catch the thrill, the glitz and the glamour on brands and fashion. It's something you definitely do not want to miss.
The way I just started, trust me, we have more of interesting rides for you.
It's all happening here on Star Times Channel 143.
With over 200 million people, Africa's largest economy has a story to tell. It's the story of an economy that has the ability to develop from a single-digit to double-digit GDP growth rate. In the last 5 years, over 41.5 million micro, small and medium-sized firms, as well as about 17.4 million registered SMEs, have accounted for nearly 48% of the national GDP. This is the narrative of Nigeria's economy, which is bursting at the seams with possibilities, from the stock market to maritime, agriculture to telecommunications, power, ICT, and oil and gas, among other areas of the economy. No one does it better than those on IBrandTV.
Hello and welcome. This is Business Breakfast, coming to you live from our studio here in Lagos.
Business Breakfast, showing on weekdays at this time.
Good day to you wherever you're watching us from.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's a beautiful morning.
When the day breaks on IBrandTV, we serve you with informative talks on politics.
It is all politics.
Economy.
I am not a supporter of this government.
Well, we're still keeping you up to speed on how voting is going on in different parts. Nigerians are hopeful, looking forward to seeing all of those promises made by INEC being brought to fruition this time around. Well, we will be delving into the different states. It is 28 states now going to the ballot, especially looking at the state governors who would be going back into office. 11 state governors incumbent looking forward to getting re-elected, and then 17 states looking towards getting new governors who would be taking the position of taking the office, of course, to rule the state. And we'll also see how women are participating during these elections. We know that when it comes to women participation in Nigerian politics, it's been nothing to write home about. But we're looking forward to seeing an improvement in that regard. About 24 women are contesting these elections. And it's interesting to see that even amongst these women, we have women, someone in Adamawa State representing the APC. We have someone also in one other state, representing the PDP, and it's looking like they're about to change the narrative this time around. Also, we would be talking about voter apathy, hoping that this time around Nigerians will not be discouraged, looking at all of the happenings at the National Assembly and presidential election, hoping that they would go out to cast their ballot. And also, we would be looking at all of these issues on the show this morning as we speak with all of our correspondents in different parts of the country who would be keeping us informed on how voting is going on in their different polling units. We know that some polling units have started voting, while some others are waiting for INEC presence. And it is expected that this time around, no Nigerian, no electorate would be disenfranchised. We don't want a repeat of what happened, where 87.2 million PVCs were collected, and then we had just a meager 24 million people who had their votes, count. And these are some of the things that we have to expect not to happen this time around. Also, security issues was some of the issues we're also going to be talking about this morning, to see how the security on ground has been beefed up to ensure that the lives, the property of Nigerians are secured during these elections. Well, we'll be getting to all of that on the show this morning, and I have with me right here Joshua Okata. He is also going to be doing this with me. Hello, Joshua.
Hi, Bola. How you doing?
Good to have you on the show. Well, we're also joined by political and public affairs analyst Gani Kayode Balogun. He is also on the show this morning to bring perspectives to all of the happenings around and across the different states in the country. Good to have you. Thank you for staying with us. Yeah. All right, let's, of course, look at some of the states, especially the hotspots when it comes to these elections. We'll be talking about states like Rivers State, Kaduna, you have Kano, you have even right here in Lagos, a very, very tough one. But let's start with our home here in Lagos, looking at all of the possibilities, all of the predictions that people have made concerning how elections would go. What are your thoughts, especially looking at the candidates who would be, who are seeking election? We don't want to, of course, talk about the parties or the potential of any candidate, but we want to look at how Nigerians are gearing up when it comes to voting different, candidates to the party. Do you think that there is that level of confidence to want to even go out there to vote in the first place?
Thank you very much. That was an intelligent question. Number one, supporters to come out and vote. And there are so many variables why that will work.
Because I'm looking at your premise or the parameters you're looking at and saying that 34% would be fantastic, because we know that during the presidential election, it was said that the number of people who came out to vote was actually more than the number of votes that eventually counted, and that these are some of the issues that may discourage people from coming out this time around. But we'll take a break now. We'll be back to delve into all of that. Stay with us.
Do you want the most up-to-date fashion advice or an in-depth look at the world of fashion? On IBrandTV, brands and fashion is tailored to fulfill all of your fashion needs. From the thrilling trend segment, which keeps you current on the changing faces of fashion, to the brand spotlight, which educates you on the fashion business, there